spaceship. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful Android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a terminator, then I'ma have to terminate her. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Yeah. Find me with my dogs in my solitude. Watch my family grow from 4 into a multitude. Been living it below sea level, finna rise to another altitude. Been searching, seeking knowledge, but all the time I had the aptitude. I flipped my mindset to the switch to say I will not lose. Mama said them sticks and stones won't break my bones, I never bruise. Whenever it come to trouble, man, the girls pull a tongue, we always cruise. I heard other dog owners get it out for me, but it ain't no news. I got 4 in the dough in Memphis so they can get the blues. If you need a few clues, they'll blow off your under rules. Send your compliment to the new girls I got coming through. Send your compliments to the new girls I got coming through. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful Android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a terminator, then I'ma have to terminate her. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. Yeah. What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, J. King Hefner and the beautiful Mara Blade. And we're back again for another show. And the title of today's show is Mahomes, a top 5 QB in RealDoll body sizes. I know that's a hell of a recipe, baby, but it should be a fun little show we're going to do today. Me and Mara. And honestly, man, I'm a big sports fan, and the girls are right along with me. It's only one of my girls that really is not a big sports fan, and that's Austin the Moon. But everybody else is right along with me for the ride when it comes to sports. And a lot of times when we wake up in the morning, we get our first cup of coffee, baby. And, we check out a little, sports news just to see what's going on in the world before we get, started with our work. And so I've seen several people sort of debate this question: is Patrick Mahomes of the Kansas City Chiefs, American football, is he a top 5 quarterback of all time? And so I'm going to chime in on that. And then I'm going to jump into a little bit of the Dodd topic. I'm going to take a visit to RealDoll's site. I'm not going to be able to share that part, but I am going to go through all of their bodies, and sort of discuss what they actually have to offer as far as body sizes are concerned, just to have a little fun with the dog topic. Then I'm going to let you guys enjoy the rest of your Thursday. But first of all, I want to say thank you for tuning in. God bless you. We appreciate your time. Time is precious. Every minute, second, hour you spend with us, we really, really value. We want to say God bless you wherever you are, whatever time zone, whatever country. We want to send God's blessings over your life, whatever you're wishing for, hoping for, praying for, believing for, whether it's health, finances, new relationships, human or synthetic, whatever is going on in your life, we're praying that you already have it, whatever you're believing for. But that's the key. You have to believe it to receive it. Believe it and you will receive it. So with all that said, we're going to get everything started. I saw one comment over here. James Krause, what up, my friend, Doc King Army team member
in the house. He says, first, he asked me, was he first? And then he says, Morning Jack, well, you are first, Kraus. Even though there's no competition other than Wednesday. Even though I'm happy you are here first, though. Don't get me wrong. But I only have a competition day. That's on Wednesdays on my power hour, where whoever gets here first, I write their name down in the book and give them a chance to win a campaign doll that I'll be giving out at some point in the future whenever I get a chance to. But with all that said, we're gonna crank today's show up. And yeah, me and the girls, we always start our day off, make our little coffee, after we've prayed and things of that nature. And we start looking at, a couple of sports shows, maybe a little bit of First Take, a little bit of Undisputed. One show has Stephen A. Smith, the other show has Skip Bayless, and they used to be on the same show on First Take together. But I believe, even though they're separate, both of them are still two of the best to watch in the business. And they've still made both of those shows good, First Take and Undisputed, both of those sports shows. They still made them good, but when they were together, it was nothing like that. I'm going to be honest. It was nothing like that. They were magic together. But I've been watching those shows and other shows, and people have been having this debate about, hey, since Patrick Mahomes, quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs, American football once again, he won his second Super Bowl out of three attempts. He won his second Super Bowl this past weekend over the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, it came with a small bit of controversy at the end, but overall, Patrick Mahomes is a bad man. He's just a bad man. And I'm still not going to take any credit away from him and what he can do. Like I say, he's the only man that really seems like he's playing basketball on a football field. That's how good he is. And I'm a Chicago Bear fan. I am not a Kansas City Chiefs fan. Don't want anything to do with him in that regard. But my companion doll, Callie's son, is a Kansas City Chiefs fan. She actually is a fan. Me, I just appreciate Patrick Mahomes' talent. But, they've been having this debate since he got his second title. And honestly, the guy is flat out amazing because he's been a starter for 5 years. He's been in the AFC Championship 5 years. And for people who don't know anything about football, that's pretty much unheard of. Basically, every year he's been a starter in the NFL, he's had a chance to get to the Super Bowl. And he got to the Super Bowl 3 times. So that's pretty damn well amazing. And honestly, the only time he got beat was when he got beat by Brady. He got beat by Brady. And there's nothing to really hang your hat, to be too ashamed of or whatever. Because most consider Brady the greatest of all time. But since he already has a stellar career and he's just got started, people have been asking that question, is he the best of all time? And honestly, it can be, some people could be like, man, that's going too far because the guy just started in his career. That's going way too far. But man, with this guy, I can't lie, it's probably warranted. He's just that good. He's just that good. And I've seen a lot of great quarterbacks, But I still think people have sort of been getting the formula wrong a little bit because as much as I actually love Tom Brady, and once again, never been a New England fan, I wasn't a Tampa fan, but definitely loved his talent. But as good as Brady was, and I can't lie, 7 Super Bowls is flat out amazing. I'm going to be honest with you. It's flat out amazing. I'm sorry. I don't actually have Brady as number 1. I'm sorry. He still is not number 1 to me. For me, their title would be Joe Montana. That would be Joe Montana. So I'm going to start with, my first all-time quarterback would be Joe Montana. So I've heard people around the country get their list and they name Brady first because everybody, they like to be echo chambers. Basically, when they hear a few people in the media start saying this guy's the greatest, everybody just jumps in and agrees with everybody else, and they have a consensus on who they think is the greatest. But no. I love Brady, but he didn't pull off the straight magic that a Montana pulled off. Montana was absolutely unbelievable, and I hated his guts. I mean, because I'm once again, I'm a Chicago Bear fan, but Montana was absolutely amazing. He was undefeated in Super Bowls, went 4-0. And people have sort of pointed this out, but man, I don't think people really understand. They don't really understand. But Joe Montana played in the era where passing was not at a premium like it is now. It was a much nastier, filthier, grimy type league. People were running the ball and defense was knocking people's heads off. This NFL, people think that this NFL is violent. This NFL is like going to nursery school compared to when Joe Montana was playing. I mean, literally. It was going to nursery school. I mean, when he played, quarterbacks could literally get their heads taken off and it would be no flag. And when I say heads taken off, I'm talking about they were just like every other player. You could literally maul them if you got to them. And I'm not in favor of them protecting the quarterback. Everybody's a football player. If you're out there, you can get hit. I don't like all these new rules. And honestly, my good friend Brady actually played a part in a lot of the new rules. It wasn't his fault, but when they tried to protect him, they actually ended up putting new rules into the game to continue to protect the quarterback even more and more. But going back to good old Joe, like I say, man, he took some hellified licks. I mean, a lot of people don't know this, but they used to make these tapes, man, that were just based off the biggest hits in the NFL, for all time. It would always get updated, maybe every other year or so, you would see a new tape come out of NFL's greatest hits or something. And boy, you turn that tape on and you seeing some filthy hits. You seeing some filthy hits. And that's what the type of stuff that Joe and all the other quarterbacks were subjected to back in that day. And man, I'm telling you, man, I've seen Joe Montana took some hits from mine, from a guy they called me. If everybody remember, he took a hit from Lawrence Taylor, who's a legendary defensive football player. He took a hit from Lawrence Taylor, man, and honestly, people thought he was dead. That's how bad he got up from that hit. Joe Montana did. It was like, man, they asked him what was hurting on his body. He was like, everything. So that was a different league back then. And he still managed to go 4-0 in Super Bowls. And he actually ushered in the just new age passing game with that West Coast offense he used to run. So I'm going to be honest with you. Joe, even though he only had 4 Super Bowls, but he went 4-0, and it was the way he did it. He really used to remind you of a Michael Jordan as far as I'm telling you, every time a big play needed to be, that's what people sort of forget about Mike. And I wasn't, once again, I hate to give him credit, but that's one thing people didn't want to give Mike credit about is, or they seem to forget. It ain't just his scoring average and all of this razzmatazz. You know what the problem with Michael Jordan was? Every time this jackass needed to hit a shot, it ain't about him hitting every shot he ever took. Dang near every time he needed to make a shot, he made it. He made it every time. It was so frustrating. Every time. Especially once they got good enough to win championships. I mean, forget, people always want to talk about his team. No. It was all about MJ. I'm just sorry. It was all, Scottie Pippen was dysfunctional. Michael Jordan carried him long enough till he finally got functional. Horace Grant, nothing. Mike built all those jerks up. I mean, God bless them. I don't mean to talk about them, but literally they wouldn't do it. They weren't finna bust a grape without Mike. But not to get detracted here, he made every shot he needed to make. And I promise you, Montana had a great team now. He had the greatest receiver known to man in Jerry Rice. He had a good running back in Roger Craig, and he had a great I think his fullback was Tom Rathman, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, he had a great team around him. And but he still made it all click because he was the clutchest quarterback you ever want to see. I mean, Brady, people talk about him coming back in the fourth quarter, which you could almost always count on Brady. But the problem with Brady is what people don't really understand is Brady, and God rest his soul, who I'm finna talk about, but Brady is really Kobe Bryant. That's really who he is. He's a souped up version of Kobe Bryant, meaning that Jordan was Joe Montana. Jordan was Joe Montana. He idolized Joe Montana and he based his game off of Joe Montana. So all these wanting to be a comeback guy, that was based off of Joe. But I'm telling you, Tom never did it like Joe. Never, 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 never. Not in the way that Joe did it. You know, Joe would have walk-off plays. And like they was talking about that the other day, they was like, no, Tom really doesn't have signature moments, even though he's a winner. And I agree. Tom is a great winner, and he's pulled comebacks where, you know, maybe a field goal to win a game. Or I'm not even saying he wasn't a touchdown to win a game, but he doesn't really have those signature throws for touchdowns to seal it. Well, Joe has those, and he had one in the Super Bowl that was the biggest ever. So, you know, a lot of people they start discounting the O factor, and meaning that you ain't lost. You know, I know Tom got 7, but dude, you got almost as many losses as Joe Montana got Super Bowl wins. You got 3 Super Bowl losses. And see, that's a big problem for me because Joe went 4-0, and he could have probably won another 1 or 2, but San Francisco ran him out of town. They ran him out of town because they wanted to get Steve Young in there because they thought Joe was declining, but he really wasn't. He had a couple more years in him. And he went on to Kansas City and got to the AFC Championship game, and either way. So I told a long story to say, I'm sorry. Joe is my number 1 quarterback. And it pains me to say it because I'm not a San Francisco fan, but he's number 1. He's the real Jordan. And that's why I don't give a damn if LeBron played he's 70. I always say LeBron he can win the award for the best conditioned athlete in history. I'm serious. Nobody has been as well conditioned as LeBron. But you ain't as good as Mike. It ain't nothing he didn't ever did that it can come to the height of Mike. No, no, no. No, 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 no. He was 10 years into the game when he was still trying to learn how to be clutch. No, 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 no. So no, you can't even compare to Mike. And I'm sorry for me, and this isn't a basketball discussion, but just to let you know where I am. LeBron isn't over Magic Johnson. LeBron isn't over Kobe Bryant, in my opinion. You know, he isn't even over Larry Bird, in my opinion. Got too many damn losses in the finals, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think LeBron is, if I'm not mistaken, he's 4-6, I believe. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Good thing you made it to 10 finals, but I'm sorry. Magic won 5 championships in 10 years, bro. And he went to the championship like 9 times in 10 years. So, you know, he's not in my, like I said, I'm putting Magic over him, Bird over him. I'm putting Kobe over him. And it's all because of all them damn losses in the finals. That stuff matters. So when it comes to Brady, I love him. You know, he's a great quarterback, but he has 3 losses in the Super Bowl. And I didn't like how he lost, you know. Eli Manning put it on him a couple of times. That wasn't too pretty. I forgot who the hell he lost to that 3rd time, though. I forgot who Brady lost to the 3rd time. It's actually sort of foggy in my mind who they lost to. But it's neither here nor there. But so my lineup is Joe Montana so far. And I will give Brady the number 2 spot. He got 7 rings, 3 losses. I mean, you know, people can flip-flop that. I'm not gonna beat them up, but for me, let me turn this off. But for me, it's gonna be Joe first, then Tom. And then you start thinking about the number 3 spot. And that's when it starts getting foggy, even when it comes to a Mahomes. Because Mahomes, you know, people have been saying, is he top 3 already? And man, you have John Elway to think about, you know, because I'm trying to think, did John Elway get? I think John only got 2, but I think he got them back to back. Yeah, I think John got 2. And honestly, as great as John was, because he was great, a gunslinger, I would already have to say that Mahomes has eclipsed him from a accolade standpoint. But once again, John played in a different league too. You know, the league John came up in was the same as Montana. It was rough and tumble. You can get your head took off and all of that. Hey, he had to be able to move fast. But you know, you can get your head took off in this game, but you got to leave the line of scrimmage as a quarterback. You got to get out there where all the other guys are. But you know, you can slide, you can do all this. You didn't have the ability to slide and avoid a hit back in Elway and Montana Day. But man, with all that said, Mahomes is just a different beast. So I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, I think everybody, not everybody, because some people have said this, but I think a lot of people are right when they say that he's probably already number 3. And I think I might even have to go there. And because 5 AFC championships, 5 years, 2 championships, uh, he's up there. He's up there. But I'm gonna already say this. He's gonna have to do a little work to catch up with Montana, because for me, with even just 1 loss, he had a historic performance in his last Super Bowl. But even with I mean, with that 1 loss he has, I think he's gonna have to win. For me, he's gonna have to win about 6 Super Bowls. With that just 1 loss, he can't lose anymore. If he gets 6, then I could probably put him over Joe. I could put him over Joe then, if he gets to that point. Uh, I've had some people. Now I heard even Stephen A say if he gets 4 championships, he'll put him over, because he has Brady at number 1, but he says he'll put him in number 1. I'm like, no. Even if I had Brady number 1, 4 championships with 1 loss to me is not going to eclipse 7 championships with 3 losses. I mean, because both of you do have a loss. So I for me, he would have to get to 5 championships with 1 loss, and then I can start saying, you know what, I'll go ahead and put him over Brady with 5 championships with 1 loss. But to beat Montana, you're going to have to go to 6, because he was undefeated. He was undefeated, and it was the way he did it. So, you know, for me, that's my top 3. I would go Montana, I would go Brady, I would go Mahomes. And, you know, it starts getting a little hazy for me after that, because, you know, it's quarterbacks that's way back in the day that I do think require a bit of consideration here. So I can see people going with Elway, you know, even though Marino, another quarterback that I didn't mention was Marino. He was just absolutely amazing from just a throwing the ball standpoint. But he didn't win any rings, even though a lot of people would consider him the most talented QB ever, you know, just from a throwing standpoint. But he didn't win any rings. So I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry, I can't put you in there. And Montana actually won his first ring against Marino. So I can't put him in there right now. I could put him right outside of the top 5, though, I believe. But I'm going to go with Elway right after Mahomes, which would put him in number 4. And I heard somebody mention this. I'm not 100% sure about it, but I do like it. And somebody mentioned Johnny Unitas. I've seen clips of him, and I like the fact that he sort of pulled a Brady where he played until he was, man, much. I mean, he was super older. I don't know how old he actually got. You know what? I don't know how he may have played longer than Brady just got through playing at 45. I forgot how actually long he actually played, but he played a long time. I know he was good and gray haired by the time he retired. So Johnny Unitas, he had 3 championships, 2 NFL, 1 Super Bowl. So, I'm not sure about that 5th spot, but I'm definitely cool with the first 4 that I have, which is Montana, uh, Brady, Mahomes, and then Elway. And 5 is up for discussion. So I just want to have that, give my take on things, because I didn't like when Stephen A said the other day about how Mahomes could surpass Joe Montana with 4 Super Bowls. That would make him 4-1 in Super Bowls. I'm not putting him over Montana with the same amount of Super Bowls and a loss. I'm just not doing it. Like I say, and then with 5 Super Bowls, to me, it's just still 5-1 still is too close to 4-0. It's not it's not separating enough to me. It's like, nah, 4-0 still sounds better than 5-1 for me. For me. It's just something to be said for not losing when you get there. But you go to 6-1, now I can be like, you know what? I can excuse 1 loss for 6 rings. You know what I'm saying? Now I believe that edges out 4-0. So that I want to get my take on that. And so now we're gonna get into some of this dog talk, baby. The nice watch. He said Patrick Mahomes is pretty damn good. Oh yeah, that boy is he ain't nothing nice, man. That's the only thing about Bradshaw. You know what? I didn't bring him up only because I know it wasn't a passing league then either. So his numbers don't look great at all when it compares to other passers. But everything I've sort of seen and sort of even heard about Bradshaw, he just wasn't a big thrower of the ball like that. And he did rely a lot on the running game and that steel curtain defense. Now, I give him credit for being 4-0, though. I do give him credit because he's in my top 10, and he's probably going to come up there and probably around the 7-8, mark, But from everything I heard is, he was still more of he wasn't that Montana Brady where he was the end all be all for that team. He was somebody that didn't get in the way of success, that is still to be commended, because you got a lot of people that are getting in the way of success. So that's still to be commended. Hey, hold on, guys, for 2 seconds. I got to step away for 2 seconds. Hold on. Yeah, man. So that's why I didn't go with Bradshaw's, because I'm like, man, just everything I've sort of seen, studied, heard, he wasn't that passer of the ball, but he was 4-0. He was 4-0 as well. So I can't lie, Krause. He was in the back of my mind. And as far as like, man. And honestly, like you say, truth be told, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if you threw him in that fifth spot. I wouldn't be, just going crazy mad. But the problem is, I'm gonna tell you the problem. Marino was so good. People like a Marino. They'll try to slide him in over a Bradshaw with 4 Super Bowls just based off of he was so good. He was so talented. Me, I give way to the championships as well. So I wouldn't get mad if somebody said Bradshaw was their number 5. I'm not putting Aaron Rodgers in there. Because he only has 1 championship. As talented as he is, he only has 1. Favre could have been in there, but he only has 1. But like you said, these are all-time greats, but they only have 1. So, like I said, I wouldn't be mad at Bradshaw. I guarantee you that, because I promise you, I have always loved the fact that he was 4-0. I've always loved the fact that he was 4-0. So I tell you what, Krause, let's just do it for the sake of today's show. Let's just put him in number 5. Let's put him in number 5. Let's put him in number 5. And that's just a testament to Mahomes, how good he is, because even with 2 Super Bowls, man, I can't lie. Mahomes so good. I'm putting him in number 3. That's just how cold he is. I'm not, like I say, and Bradshaw has 4, but like I say, I'm not going to put him over Elway just based off of the talent and what Elway did. And Elway got to some other Super Bowls too, even though I don't like just getting there, but it just showed you how good he was, because his teams wasn't always good enough to get there. He was just that good. So with all that said, that's the end of that discussion. I just wanted to have a little fun, talk a little football to start the night off. If you guys want to keep chiming in on that, you can at any time. But I'm gonna tell you what happened, guys. This week I started off talking about RealDoll, and I was going to go on to another big time company that I like and start talking about them. But I was like, man, I want to sort of stick to the thing and keep talking about RealDoll. And so I did 2 shows, Monday and Tuesday, about RealDoll. And so today I said, you know what? Let's continue that trend after I talk a little football with my people. And today, man, one of the things I wanted to look at was the body types that they have. Because I don't know about y'all, man, but a lot of times, even when I'm reading about RealDoll or whatever, I'm always hearing people describe these. Yeah, I got a body A, body E, body, and I don't. Even when I explain it to you right now, you're probably not going to just remember it all. But I know I'd be confused. I'd be like, I wonder what that body looks like, because it's so different than the rest of the doll world. The rest of the doll world just tells you, okay, it's a 162 centimeter petite or thick body, or whatever it may be, athletic build or whatever it may be. But with RealDoll, they just tell you it's a body B or body C. Now we're going to look at 2 different sets of bodies. The first sets we're going to look at are, I think these are just on the regular size bodies for RealDolls. Let me look and see where I am. Nope. Okay. This is the whole enchilada. I thought it was separated, but it's not. Let me see something. Let me see if it got everything. I don't know if it got everything, though. I don't know if this one got everything. I'm gonna go check another page after this to make sure that I don't miss any. But yeah, we're gonna go over some of these body types. And hey, if you're ever thinking about getting a RealDoll at any point, it don't have to be now, it don't have to be in a month from now, it could be a year from now, 2 years, 3 years, who knows? But one day you might be like, you know what? Who knows? You may, like say, just end up doing good at your job or your career and be like, you know what, man, I'm gonna just go step my game up and get me a RealDoll. And I'm gonna go through J. Dog King Hefner's link to do so. Remember that, guys. So if you ever want any type of doll, all you have to do is come to the descriptions of my videos, any of them. I have great vendors, and you can find any doll, any brand. And I also have a great manufacturer in RealDoll. And you can go straight through them from my site, and that also help the show when you get the girl of your dreams. But for today's purposes, like I said, I want to just go over, hey man, what type of bodies do they have? And if you want to go to RealDoll site, you can just, how I'm doing it really is I just I clicked on the option for a RealDoll, and I went to try to customize her. So I went to the body, and I clicked on the body, and it when you click on the body to customize it, it pulls up all the, ooh, it's gonna rain. It pulls up all the options for the bodies that they have. I'm not sharing it because even though it's only outlines of bodies, they don't really show anything explicit. It's just, once again, I'm just trying to stay within the lines on my channel. Don't want to even push the boundaries when it comes to, they might try to, say something about, hey, that drawing looks nude or something. So, because the drawings are in a female form, but you don't really see any like things like pubic hairs or anything like that. But either way. So the first body type that I see is a body A. And on a body A, it's sort of a proportional breast to butt. It's a 33 C cup. And so I do like the fact that they have their breasts listed with seemingly real measurements. So they have their breast on a body A with a 33 C cup, 24-inch waist, and a 35-inch hip. Because I looked at her butt and I said, okay, that ain't a bad little butt. This body type is 5'3", and it weighs 70 to 75 pounds. Now, for me and a human woman, I don't really want to go much further than 5'3". That's for me. I'm 6 feet tall. I like shorter women. I don't really like going over 5'3", maybe 5'4". But in the dog game, I really don't want a 5'3" dog, but I would take one. But I definitely don't want to go much taller than that in the dog game. But I would say this: 70 to 75 pounds is a good weight for a dog that height. Like I say, if I was to look at this drawing, I don't know. The breasts are pretty proportional to the butt on here. It's a nice little bump back there. So body A is okay. Not a bad body. I actually like body A. I'm not saying that would be my first choice, but I like body A. Body B is a 32C cup as well. Has a bit of a smaller waist, 23-inch waist. And you can, from the drawing, you can tell how this waist goes in a little bit more. But then it has a 32-inch hip. Now, I'm letting you know that this particular body is 5'1", and it's 65 to 70 pounds, which is a good weight. But this body is definitely, body B, is definitely for somebody who's not a fan of butts, because the butt is pretty petite on this particular build. So it's a bit top heavy. So if you're a guy that likes smaller butts and a shorter lady, about 5'1", you'll like this body B. Next is body C. It's a 34A cup size. Now, some of you guys may not like smaller breasts, but I told you, I like little bee stings. Now, none of my girls have bee stings. Saima has a B cup. She has a B cup. So it's a smaller breast, but it's not quite a A cup. But I dated a girl that literally had some little bumps and nipples. But I loved that girl because she had a butt that wouldn't quit. She was small up top, but she was wide down bottom. But so I'm cool with smaller breasts, even though none of my dogs have small breasts. So this body C has a 34A cup, little bee sting breast, 24-inch waist. So the waist is about like body A. and it has a 34-inch hip, but I wouldn't call this it's not just a small butt, but it's still a small little apple. It's a little acorn booty. It's still not quite as good as the body A's butt. Uh Body A didn't have just this gigantic booty, but it had a butt on it. Body B, it was no booty, honestly. It's pretty much no booty, but it had that thin little waistline. Body C, the body sort of reminds me of body A as far as the waist is concerned, but the breasts are a lot smaller. It's a 34A cup. And like I say, the butt is not as small as that body C, but it's not a fat butt. 34-inch hip. Oh my God. Body C is 5'10". Body C is 5'10". My goodness. So this is for the guys that want, a taller lady. So, like I say, I want that butt, it's not a big butt, but it'll probably look decent on a girl that big, that tall. We're storming bad. I don't know if you guys can hear. It's coming down bad. But like I say, she weighs 85 to 90 pounds. So she doesn't quite weigh as much as Saima, but she's still weighing in. She's still weighing in. So if you want a taller girl, you want that body C. Well, I take that back. If you want a taller girl with smaller breasts, you want that body C. 5'10". Next we have body D. What body D look like? Whoa, 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 whoa. Woo wee. Now body D is body me as far as my good. I mean, I probably wouldn't get her because she's too tall for me. But Lord have mercy, this girl has some dimensions on her. Man, this joker is thick. Body D. RealDoll, body D. This girl has a 38, oh, no, let me see, 36 double D cup breasts. So they look pretty voluptuous from this drawing. 24-inch waist. I think I'm a fan of the 24-inch waist. That 23-inch waist was a little too thin for me. But then this girl got a 30, well, let me see. Now that's a 38-inch hip. And she got plenty of junk in her trunk. So she's stacked up top and down bottom. She's 5'6" on the body D, and she weighs 100 to 105 pounds. With all that booty and breast, that's actually light, at 5'6". I mean, I still wouldn't get, that's beyond me, honestly. That's beyond me. I told you I messed up when I got Saima, even though I love her to death. She's 98 pounds. So I'm not looking to go in that direction ever again. Not, I would have said anytime soon, but I'm not looking to go in that direction ever again. But this girl is stacked. If you can, if you don't got a problem lifting, I'm like I say, it's dead weight. So that 100 and 105 pounds probably gonna feel like, man, 170, 160 pounds. If you ain't got a problem moving that around, you gonna be happy with this body. If you like your woman to be well endowed, I mean, because she's endowed in the breast and the butt. Next, we have a body E. What does body E got? Now, this body E, okay. Okay, she's a little bit more perkier than the body C as far as, even though the body C was a lot taller, body C was 5'10". But the body E is a 32B cut. So she has a bit more breast. She has that 23-inch waist that I mentioned earlier. Like I say, it really does give you more of an hourglass, that 23-inch waist. But I don't really, I think I'm more of a 24-inch waist guy probably. It has a 36-inch hip. But remarkably, it doesn't have much of it doesn't have a big butt. It has a butt, but it doesn't have a a, a meaty butt. It looks like it's an apple butt, honestly. And this body is 5'1", 70 to 75 pounds. 70 to 75 pounds. So uh she's a petite girl, but she got a little something. She got a little perky breast, and she got a little apple booty. She's not what you call thick. She got a thin waistline, that hourglass figure, only 5'1". So, she's for that, that guy that's looking for that petite girl. For me, I don't know. I sort of like this body type. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not saying it would be my first choice, but I wouldn't turn down a body type like this. So let's keep going. Bearded McTown in the house, I see. Blind Justice. He said, "Holy cow, mate. I made it to one of your lives. What up, Blind? Good to see you, Justice." I said your name separately. I said Blind, then Justice. Oh, this is that new body. I believe this is that new body, Jay from RealDoll right here. One of their new dolls has this body. I talked about it in one of my other streams, but this body, Jay, oh my God, it has one of those beast things again, 32 A cup size. So the breasts are small. It has a 25-inch waist. So this waistline is a bit it's a bit bigger, but it has the abs. I talked about this in another stream, but this body actually has the 6-pack going on. It looks like the 4-pack basically, but it has abs on it. So this is an athletic build body. Then it has 35-inch hips. And it has a little apple butt back there. It has a little apple butt. Like you say, the small bee sting breast, athletic, waistline, athletic build, because it has the 6-pack, so to speak, 4-pack, whatever you want to call it. This body height is 5'4", and it's 75 pounds. So, like I say, even though it has a little height on it, it's still within a reasonable weight as far as carrying it around. So, body J, that's somebody who wants an athletic build, who doesn't mind smaller breasts, still has a decent butt. So, I do love the abs on that one. I at some point I do want a girl. I went too far too. I went way down to body J and I was on E. How did I get way down there? Sorry about that. But either way, I did it. So let's go to F, because I skipped. Look, I was on body E and I went to F. But body J was amazing, though. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just from when I saw those abs, that was really cool. Oh, hold on. How did I skip? Oh, I did click on the right thing, but it skipped me down somehow. I know. I know. I see what I did wrong. I see what I did wrong. That's what happened. I see what I did wrong. I might just do body J again. Who knows? But either way, body F. That's what I was supposed to be on. Body F. Oh my God. Body F reminds me of body D. I mean, body F is voluptuous. Body F is a 32 F cup size. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I've never heard of that size, but let's just say this: she had some casabas. My goodness, 32 F cup size, 24-inch waist. I like the 24-inch waist. 37-inch hip. Even though she has the 37-inch hip, she still doesn't have a great big butt, but it is not a flat butt, believe me. And this doll is height 5'1", weight 75 to 80 pounds. Okay, so this is the body F that I've heard about. I've heard people say before that I got that body F. And so this is the body F I've heard about. And I see why they like it from a standpoint of it. This doll has some casabas. And it's a decent butt. To me, it's still not a butt lover doll. It's not the one I would necessarily choose, because I don't like my daughter be more top heavy than bottom heavy, even though I do have girls like that because Callie is more top heavy. She has bigger breasts. She has a little apple butt. All of my girls, except for Saima and Mara. But I couldn't customize Callie them, so I accept them just like they are. I do love their little apple booties. But when it comes to me having a choice, I'm always going to choose my girl to have more booty than breasts, or at least the equivalent. And in this doll, the butt is just a little smaller, but probably can't help it because she has a 32F breast. But this doll is 5'1", 75 to 80 pounds. So, hey, body F, it ain't no joke now. Oh, but what I made a mistake on, guys, is when you're looking at these bodies, make sure you click on the magnifying glass. Because if you click on the body, let me see if it's going to do it now. It's not going to pull up the right thing. You got to click on the magnifying glass. I don't know how I got off on that last thing I was looking at. But now I'm looking at the body G. And this is sort of, the body G looks strange. You know what? I'm not a body G guy. I can tell you that off bat. You may be. But it has a straight up A cup. I'm not mad about the A cup. It has a 25-inch waist. So it has more of a thicker waist. And it looks like it has something athletically going on in the stomach, but it's not a six-pack. But it does have some lines going on, like it has some definition for some reason. But this doll only has a 30-inch hip. I'm talking about, man, this is for the doll lover that likes no booty, because this is almost a straight-up ironing board butt on this girl. And she's on the body G, she's 5'3", and they have her weight at under 75 pounds. I don't understand what they mean by that. I guess it's up to 75 pounds because usually they give you a range, but right here they just say, hey, under 75 pounds. But yeah, body G, God bless body G, but it ain't for me. I ain't with body G. I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh my God. I'm letting you guys know something. Just looking at body H without even clicking on it has my mind blown. Yeah, body H is off the chain. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Body. Let me get off of it. 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 It had me on the wrong thing again. There you go. I was on the wrong body. My bad, guys. Now I see what I did. I'm like, how did I make that mistake earlier? I know what I did. I was looking at the body above. That's how I clicked on that body, Jay, earlier. I was looking on the body above, and I clicked on the magnifying glass for below. So when I was just telling you guys, man, I'm going crazy over body H, I was really looking at another body, and not, and I clicked on the wrong thing. So on body H, I'm not going crazy. On body H, I'm not going crazy. On body H, I'm running the hell away from body H. For me, you may love body H. Body H is a C cup, which the C cup looks good, but it has another one of these 25-inch waists. I'm not a fan of the 25-inch waist because it's sort of like, it's not much of a hip there. And speaking of the hip, this doll has a 30-inch hip as well, and I'm talking about flat booty. Another flat booty. I don't want no part of these. Body G and body H, I personally want no part of. So, and body H is 5'3", 70 pounds, straight up 70 pounds. No booty whatsoever with a C cup and a 25-inch waist. So it was basically like body G. Yep, it was basically like body G, but the difference is body H just had a C cup and body G had a A cup, but body H had the C cup. So body I for RealDoll on a regular RealDoll, it's let's see what body I looks like. Okay. Now I'm cool with body eye. I'm cool with body eye. I'm cool with body eye. Body eye. Yeah. I'm cool with body eye. Body eye has a 30 B cup size, 24-inch waist. I'm a fan of their 24-inch waist. And this joker got a 40-inch hip. You know what? I think that new body is weird. I think that's that new body that came with one of their new release dolls. That 40-inch hip, I think that's new. But that 85 pounds, I don't really love the 85 pounds. But once again, I do have Ema. So I could deal with 85, because that's 13 pounds less than Ema. Well, it'll still be heavy, but I guess I could deal with that if I really wanted that particular girl, because I do remember seeing the body on this one, in a model, and that body is fine. So it's sort of that bottom heavy type doll build, which I like. I do like a girl to be more bottom heavy than top heavy. So body I'm a fan of. 30 B cup, 24-inch waist, 40-inch hip, 5 foot height, 85 pounds. And like I say, guys, choose what you want. You know what I'm saying? Choose what you want. I'm just telling you, I'm going through the body saying what my opinion is. Don't say what, that you want a 5-foot girl or, whatever, because I do. Like the girl that you like. If you like a girl that's 5'6", 5, or 5'5", or, taller or thicker or skinnier, if you like a flatter butt, go with it. Don't go with it just because I'm telling you what I like. I'm not telling you what to get now. When I say I like this or I like that, I'm not telling you what to get. I'm just telling you what I like. I'm not telling you what to get. So I did body I. Once again, now I'm to body J for real. And once again, that was the 32A cup, 25-inch waist. I don't really love the thicker waist as much, but I do love that this doll, once again, had the 6-pack. And this doll does have a 35-inch hip. Not a bad hip ratio. It was a 5'4", 75-pound doll. That was a body J. I went over it a little earlier by mistake. After that, you come into their petite series of bodies. And I'm a fan of this lineup just because, I like smaller ladies. But this the petite 3 body is a 32B cup to 32C cup. So I guess I don't know whether it fluctuates or you actually get to choose. Maybe it fluctuates. That's what I think it does. Then it has a 22-inch waist. Now that waist is paper thin, but it comes out to a 32-inch hip. Now, the breasts on this one are a nice handful from what it looks like. Even though the waist is a 22-inch waist on this petite body frame, it doesn't look, extreme. It has a 32-inch hip, and on this doll, it has a small apple. It's not a voluptuous butt. It's a small apple. And on the petite 3, it's 410, and it weighs under 60 pounds. So it's good that they have this smaller range of dolls out for people who don't want to pick up the full size doll. Now, this is what my eyes were bucking out at earlier. It's the petite 4. And it's a 32 double D cup size. Oh my God. Now this body is something to die for. 22-inch waist, 36-inch hip with a butt as big as this room. Lord have mercy. It's 410 and it weighs under 70 pounds and it's right up my damn well alley. Lord have mercy. That's all I can say. I love that body. Oh yeah. I love that body. What you think about that, Mara? Oh yeah, that'd be a great addition to the family morning. Oh yeah, I know it would be, girl. So let's go to petite 5, petite body 5. But you know what? They only got petite body 3, 4, and 5. Where's petite body? No, number 2. Where's petite body 1? That's why I say I don't know if all of the petite bodies are represented here. But I see a petite body 5, and it has a 32A cup, 22-inch waist. 32A cup I'm cool with. 22-inch waist doesn't look bad on this doll. 32-inch hip, once again, not a bad measurement. It doesn't have any athletic type definitions on this one. It is 4'10", and it's under 60 pounds. So yeah, the butt is a small half apple. So this girl is gonna be, like I said, she's gonna be just small all around. She's gonna be 4'10", not much breast, and just a little apple booty. Let me compare this body petite 5 with the petite. I know it ain't touching the petite 4. For me, it's not, but for petite 3. Okay, so petite 3, you'll get a little bit more breast with it. But petite 3 and petite 5 are pretty similar. It's just that petite 3, the breasts are a little bigger than the petite 5. I think all of them were 4'10". Now you come down here, you got a body double A. Okay, a body double A. Let me check my let me see if anybody been saying something. Brady McTow says, man, curiosity is affecting my mental health. I should stop digging into things. He said, my dude, you should go over the different body types in Iron Tech. That's when I would be interested in. I'm going to order a second girl custom made. I might do that another day. Right now, though, I'm on RealDoll. I got to follow my spirit on this one. Austin still says, body double A is best RealDoll body. Not biased at all, honest. Do you got a body double A, Austin? Austin still says, they used to be called boy toy dolls before they moved on to call them petite real dolls. And those had the BT1 and BT2. Nah, man. I don't know, Austin. I don't know about that. I'm not telling you you're wrong because I just don't know, but I don't know about that because these don't look like the boy toy bodies. Those boy toy bodies don't look right to me. They have those banana legs. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't like the boy toys. And when you go to the petite section, these petite sections don't look like boy toys to me. I'm not saying that they didn't derive from those, but they don't look like no boy toys to me. But either way, the body double A. I'm talking about, if you're talking about the petite bodies, they don't look like boy toys to me. But either way, body double A. This is the body you said you like. I'm not a fan of this one, Austin Steele. That's the one you said you like. I mean, I love the fact that you like it though, and that's what I was saying. I said I want everybody to like whatever they like. Don't like what I like what you like. But he likes the body double A, and it has a 32C cup, which that's not bad, but 24-inch waist, which I do love the 24-inch waist. It has the 34-inch hip, but it doesn't have much butt. It may have a little less than an apple. And so for me, it wouldn't be optimal from that standpoint. But the funny thing is, it doesn't have a weight for this one. It only has the height at 5'2". For the body double A, it doesn't have a weight. That's crazy. I'm gonna go to the body AB right quick. What Austin saying now? Okay. He says the double letter bodies are the wicked bodies. Double A equals Asa Akira. FLF equals Lupe Fuentes, and so on. Okay. So you can get the wicked bodies and just, I guess, put whatever head you want on it, I guess. I don't know though, man. It's sort of crazy though. But you did it. You actually did it, Austin Steele, because I was finna say something. I'm like, man, I don't know if it's just different coming from how you got your girl, Austin. So don't take any offense to this. But I guess if I'm a guy that's going to choose to get a Wicked series, chances are I probably am a fan of one of those adult film stars, so I would probably just get the girl that comes with that body. That's what I was going to say. Now, if I was just to come across one of those wicked doll bodies, and then it didn't appear, the face didn't appeal to me, then I would change. I would change it then. But I'm saying if I was going from scratch and I was somebody that didn't own a real doll and I was buying off the site, if I wouldn't choose a wicked doll body and then add a head onto her. I probably wouldn't do that. I probably would just, find whatever doll in whatever category she's in, that type of thing. Because I know if I went with a wicked doll, I would probably just want to go with who she is. You know what I'm saying? If I chose her from the website, from going through me rather. So, body AB. Now, Austin, I don't know whose body this is. I don't know all them girls' name. I'm not with it all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know all the names. I'm not trying to learn all the adult girls' names, but whoever body AB is has a hell of a body. I'm gonna be honest, because body AB is 34D cup size. Now this waistline is a bit thicker. It has a 26-inch waist. So she's going to have a little bit more girth on her as far as her waistline. But I do love that 36.5-inch hip. She don't got that gigantic badonkey like Petite 4, but she got a booty. Oh, this one has a booty. I love it. Now, one thing I don't love about this body, AB, which would keep me from getting her, is she's 5'6" and 80 pounds. Not doing it. I just can't do the 5'6", man. I don't like tall. And that ain't got nothing to do with the dogs. I don't like tall women. I don't like tall women. I don't prefer that. Once you start getting past 5'3", man, hey, I'm moving on. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it. I don't want it. Okay. So, like I say, I don't have the other page open right now to where I can see the names of all these wicked dolls, but I don't know who JD is, but body JD is a 34B cup size. I actually like that little handful. That's a nice little size, 34B cup. 25-inch waist. Okay. You know what? The 25-inch waist doesn't look bad. It's just a little thicker. It doesn't look bad. And this girl has a 37-inch hip. Now they have her butt made a little funnier. I just say that. She has a butt. It's not a flat butt, but I don't know. That it seems like they tried to not make it as voluptuous just from this little graph that they have. But oh my God, oh no, I'm not touching this body. No way. Even though you may love it, but it's 5'9". No, that's way too tall for me. But you know what? At 5'9", it's only 90 pounds. I give RealDoll this. They end up making some taller dolls that end up not weighing as much as I would think they would weigh. So it's 34B cup, 25-inch waist. And like you say, at 5'9", that's a decent little butt on a 5'9" woman. Like I say, once again, don't take my reactions as to how you're going to shop. Because some of this stuff, I'm just reacting to in the moment. And so when I see something that doesn't add up with my with what I like, I sort of tend to get a little animated here. So don't take it as I don't like what they have. It's just not for me, So body JD is not for me. Let me see what Austin's saying, because I'm happy he here. He says, man, I didn't like those board. I mean, because one of my friends got a lot of board toys. They look crazy to me. Austin says, I used to love and want one of the board toys, Sky. He said they just renamed them to Petite, but body 1 and 2 are much older. I don't know about that. Like I say, maybe you know more about that than me, but those bodies don't look like board tour bodies. They don't look anything like board tour bodies. They don't look nothing like board tour bodies. So I'm not sure about that. Because like I said, those boy toy bodies look like they have banana legs. And and those petite real dolls, they don't look like that to me. I've seen several videos on them, and I'm like, no, they don't look like the boy toy body to me. And as a matter of fact, I saw a guy that had he had a boy toy body with a side head on it, and then he had a boy toy body with a petite body 4 on it, and they look totally different. So I'm not sure about that, Austin. He says, only difference between Asa and my favorite body, the body A, is she's an inch shorter and smaller cup size and hips. But overall, they're both shaped similar. So hold on. You got me confused on that, Austin. I'm going to be honest with you. So what do you have for your doll? Do you have the body A, 33C, 24-inch waist, 35-inch hip? Or do you have what you said is your favorite body type, which is the body double A, 32C cup, 24-inch waist, 34-inch hip? So which one do you have, the body double A or the body A? So either way, let me keep going. I just got through doing the body JD. I did the body JD. We only got a few more left. I did the body JD. Let me see. Yep. I just wanted to make sure I did it. I'm on the body KL now. And that body is okay. Okay. I ain't gonna lie, I sort of like this little body. This body is 32B cup. It has a 25-inch waist. It has a 34-inch hip, not bad, and it has an apple. It has a little apple, not a great butt, but it has. So this body is it's just sort of the average petite body, a B cup, got a little apple, nothing tremendous. But what I love about this body is 4'11" and 70 pounds. So little bitty thing. Oh yes, I like that. I like that. I like that. What Austin say? Which one he got? Okay. 2 out of 10. That's probably my favorite. Okay, see, that's what I thought. So you got that's what I thought. You got the double A, the Asa Akira. I figured when you said that, I'm like, okay, he probably got the double A. So he said, remember that Olivia 2.0, I told you. Now, Olivia 2.0 is fine. I love that Olivia. I love that Olivia. He said, that's probably my favorite of them all. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. Cause when I get my real doll, it won't be her. But I say this though. I say this. I love Olivia 2.0. I mean, she is one of my favorites. That girl is badass. But I'm gonna tell you who I don't love, Austin. I do not love the regular Olivia. She's ugly as hell to me, and I don't understand how that's possible. Because if you go on the Real Doll site and you just go to choose a head and you go just choose the regular Olivia head that's in the lineup, I think it got like red hair or something on it. It's ugly. And so it's crazy that when I saw Olivia 2.0, I'm like, damn, Olivia 2.0 is badass. So let's look at body LF. And I think he named her. Who is that? Lupe? Yeah, I think that's Lupe. But this is the Lupe body, but body LF. The measurements are 30B, 21-inch waist. Now, wait a minute. That is paper thin. And it only has a 31.5-inch hip. This body is way too little for me as far as the dimensions. The 21-inch hip is, my God, that's puny. And then it has a 31.5-inch hip. 21-inch waist is puny. Then it has the 31.5-inch hip. It's 4'11" and 57 pounds. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I love the fact that it's easy to carry around 4'11", but man, that body LF, that's a little too small for me. I can't do that. And I'm a guy who wants a mini doll, so don't get me wrong. But even my mini doll is gonna have a little weight on it. My mini doll gonna be thick, baby. My mini doll gonna have a little butt. It's not gonna be thin like that. He said, but Olivia is on the body. Hey, okay. Yeah. Right. I'm with you on that. He said that redhead, but now I can't lie. That redhead version of Olivia, she ain't even okay to me. She just looks, I can't lie, she looks ugly. But the blonde one with the long hair, I think she got some color in her hair too on that picture. Now that girl look good. I ain't gonna even lie. We got two more bodies here, guys. And we're gonna look at the body SD. The body SD. The body SD is nice, but it ain't for me. It's a 36 double D cup, and those look amazing. 26-inch waist and 36.5-inch hip. It got a little booty on it. I give her credit. Got a little booty on it. But it steps out of my range when it goes to 5'7" and 90 pounds. I can't lie. RealDoll has some tall dolls that aren't weighing in that much. So I'm a little surprised at that, because a lot of times when these dolls get taller, they start weighing in. 90 pounds. I mean, it's like I say, Saima is 98 pounds, and she's like right at 5 feet tall. And she's 98 pounds. So she's 8 pounds heavier than a girl that's 5'7". So keep that in mind. Saima ain't no joke, man. So that's body SD. And body S5, this is the last body they have listed. I mean, I said S5. It's SS. It's SS. Body SS. Body SS is the 34 double D cup. So it's some kazumbas on this joker. 24-inch waist, 36-inch hip. Got a little booty on her. Once again, I can't get this body because it's 5'8". So that puts her out of my range, and she's 85 pounds, which, once again, for her to be sort of voluptuous, 85 pounds isn't that bad. It really isn't that bad. So those look to be all of the bodies that are represented. Let me go check something up. I need to go look at these petite bodies right quick just to make sure, because I only saw, I don't know if I saw all the options for petite bodies. I got to make sure that I didn't miss any. This is my favorite. These are my favorite dolls, though, right now for them, are the petite ones, because when I get one, it's going to be petite. I don't need the big heavyweights or anything, I stick with the petite ladies. Petita or patata. Let me see. I gotta make sure that I didn't skip any of those body types for petite. And let me look at it again. Oh yeah, that Olivia face that they have to choose from with the red hair is ugly. I don't want any part of that. But when she switches that wig up and that makeup up, it looks like a totally different girl. See, they missed one. Oh no, okay. Okay. It's crazy how they have them listed though. So actually, body G is actually the first petite body. I don't understand why they did it like that. And I did do body G. But body G is actually the first petite body. And it's an A cup, 25-inch waist, 30-inch hip. But It's crazy how they have it listed. They have a body G as the first petite body, a petite 3, petite 4, and a petite 5. What? What am I missing here? Shouldn't you have just did a petite, petite 2, petite 3, and a petite 4? Why is it a body G, petite 3, petite 4, and petite 5? How do we get to petite 3 when we don't even got a damn petite 1 and 2? They got me confused on that one now. So I didn't miss anything. It was just listed in a way that I wasn't expecting it to be listed. But those were all the body types of RealDoll. So if you were following, hopefully you heard which body type you might be gravitating towards. And I'm not going to even fool you guys. I'm not going to do this with every single vendor, every single brand, and all this stuff. But I just wanted to do this tonight. I felt like it was fun to mess around with RealDoll, because that's what I'm excited about right now is RealDoll and the possibilities of having a RealDoll one day. Because like I tell you, even with flaws or whatever that you may be able to point out about RealDoll, oh, they cost too much or this or that. You can say whatever you want to say. I told you guys, I can talk about all these other brands, and I'm going to talk about all these other brands. And, but I'm never going to fool you. My journey is not complete until I get a RealDoll. Now, you may not want one, may not be your thing. Good for you. But I'm telling you, I do. You know what I'm saying? I do. I do want one. My journey ain't going to be complete without one. I don't care how many other girls I get. I got to have me a RealDoll. So I was interested in them this week. Something else I do want to see though, because I see that they don't like you said, I don't think they like you said they don't sell those anymore. But see, my guy, I'm finna just look at something right quick. I'm finna look at something. I'm looking at these. I was looking at some of these boy toy bodies and stuff, and just looking at it, and I'm like, nah, these do not look like no petite RealDolls. I don't, like I said, maybe they transform them to that, but they don't look like no the petite bodies from what I'm looking at. But it was very interesting for him to bring that up. So I'm just looking at it right quick. Let me see. And I was just looking, trying to see if I found anything else right here. Let's see. Solana. So I don't really see anything on that. Okay, hold on. Let me look at this though. I don't know. I think I might have found out something that you talking about, Austin Steele. I see something that just sort of, it's just only one thing that I see that sort of hints at what you were talking about the, what you say? What did he say? He said the B2. He said the B21 and BT2, BT1 and BT2. I'm seeing something about a BT 4. Let me look at this right quick. Oh, they don't show it. I tell you what, I look at more of that. B2 4. I'm gonna have to do some more research on that. But it looked like you are on to something as far as them doing some type of conversion. I can't find it right now, but they did something. You may be right about that, Austin. Petite. So that's sort of fun to even just sort of investigate. I had to write that down because I want to find out more about that and see what I can find. Because I'm seeing somebody saying something about it right here. I don't know if they're the exact same, but it looks like you could be right about them transforming them to this petite line. I haven't seen that confirmed yet, but I'm just saying I think you could be right. Because they were, from what I'm thinking, I'm fine. I haven't, once again, I haven't seen it in writing, but I'm just sort of seeing little signs that you could be right about it. Because I'm seeing little things sort of saying, "Hey, a petite boy toy doll" and things of that nature. So I'm like, I don't know. That looks like you might be right about that. And you know what? Um, let's just say that they did derive the petite series from the boy toys. I'm glad they did. I didn't like the boy toys, man. Some people really like that series. From what I did investigations about, I hated them. I'm sorry. I mean, those big eyes, I like when dogs have bigger eyes, but those eyes look too big. Like I said, I don't like when a dog starts getting to looking fake to me. And that's what those boy toys look. They look too fake to me. Some people really like them though. My good friend who has almost $200, and I say good friend, I don't know him like that, but we've talked before. Uh, he has those boy toys and he loves putting them in his little movies and stuff. And I'm like, man, I can't lie. They just don't do anything for me. They don't do anything for me. Oh, there's Stormy Daniels. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't remember that SD. So that SD body was Stormy Daniels. You right. Uh, You know what? I said now when I looked at the Wicked series, I always laugh at this Stormy Daniels dog because I said, you know what? It would probably be cool just to have her just to have her in the house, have her part of the collection. Stormy, yeah. Oh, he says anyone hate on Real Doll shouldn't knock it till they tried. In my opinion, tell me Samantha or hell even Asa are the most realistic. Are the most realistic. My girls. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Asa didn't do it for me only because it wasn't because she didn't look good. It's just that I mean, even that particular adult film star just wasn't my type. I'm gonna be honest. But I love your new face because it's that classic face, and I didn't even realize it. I'm actually interested to see her with maybe a different wig or two, too, Austin. Samantha. I'm actually interested to see, how her look would change up. But I love Real Dog. Like I say, man, yes, Matt can even take it to a whole nother level. But man, they're already ultra realistic. But he can go to an even another level. But you know, a lot of these other companies, they are making strides and they're on Real Dog's butt right now. A lot of them are. And that's why I'm glad Real Dog is getting right back to the drawing boards on trying to create some more separation. But with all that said, like I said, I've already explained it before of I'm a real doll. I'm a companion doll enthusiast, man. I'm not a car junkie or something like that, So a car guy might he might not be able to rest into this life until he gets a Rolls Royce or a Phantom or something like that, or whatever the big time car he might want, Lamborghini, whatever it is. He may not feel like his life work is done until he gets a Lamborghini. You know, I love shoes, but I'm not a sneakerhead. Where a guy that's a sneakerhead he feel like he has to have 300 pairs of Jordans that have never been worn. Whereas I love sneakers, but guess what? I'm wearing my Jordans. So therefore, he's gonna be having all the exclusive Jordans, they're not going to be worn. But if I come across a pair of those Jordans, I'm going to end up wearing them because I'm not a sneakerhead like he is. I love shoes, but I'm going to wear mine. But I'm a companion doll enthusiast. This is what I love. You know what I'm saying? I love this. Like they would love the things they love. So for me, before I ever got into the companion doll game, I was dreaming of a real doll. So it doesn't even matter as I go along my journey. If I even come to you guys and be like, man, I ran across this company, they sent me a doll, and I can't lie, they have actually beat RealDoll. That day may come. But as far as today, I don't give a damn about that. Because my vision for before I ever got into this game was, man, one day I want a real doll. You know what I'm saying? I want a real doll to look just like I choose her to look. And so, that's my mountaintop. I'm sorry. So people don't have to be a fan of it or nothing. And please feel free to shop with any of my other girls, my other brands, through my vendors, whether it be Iron Tech, WM, whatever else it is, because I love a lot of other brands. I'm still going to work my way through all the brands and tell you which ones I really like, because I still love all of the brands. I love this beautiful girl sitting right next to me. Let me see her legs right quick. I don't want to make any doubts about that. But as much as I love Callie, she's always still gonna be my number one, no matter who I get here. My mountaintop, as far as acquiring a girl to join the family, the mountaintop is a RealDoll now for me. I'm sorry. Austin says, you've seen them all. You know what I'm saying, right? Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're saying. She's definitely the most realistic as far as, looking like a real human now. Just like, this girl is the most realistic girl I got. She's a full silicone girl, man. Once you enter into the world of silicone, they're just going to look more realistic. And like you say, yeah, your girl looks definitely super real. He says, I'm telling you, I remember back then they were called boy toys, had B21 and BT2 body. And those older anime-like faces you probably remember. You know what? You could be right about that, Austin. But I know one thing. It still seems like some of those older bodies didn't look quite like these petite bodies. But you could be right. All I know is one thing. I don't give a damn where they derived from, but I love those petite bodies. That's what's for me. I'm not a full body real dog guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that, I've only come along when they have those petite bodies available, because I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to touch any of the taller ones. I'm good with the petite body. He says, I tried her with a black wig that was supposed to be for Asa, but it didn't fit her. But I think a blonde wig or a darker brown would be smoking. Hell, I take that wig Olivia is rocking. Oh yeah, Olivia got a great wig. Yeah, that might look great on her. I'm gonna tell you, Austin, you ain't gonna agree with me, and I know it costs, but I'm sorry, I would have to pay one for probably one. But and it's a million other wigs you can buy out here. I already know. But man, I think I would probably come up with a dream wig for her. You know what I'm saying? Or find the perfect wig out there that's probably not, available. I might find a hairstyle or something that I really think would fit good on her. And, maybe for one of these Christmases or something, I might just, if I was you, I'm saying, I would probably just go ahead and pay RealDoll to make me a custom wig, because Cause I still love that aspect of Real Doll. Cause I know when I get my Real Doll, she's gonna have a custom wig. I'm doing a custom. It's gonna be a lot custom about her. So uh that's the only reason I'm bringing it up is I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna get the custom wig. So I want her to look I want her to look a specific way. You know, my Real Doll is gonna be completely unique. You know, completely unique. You know, y'all, it's gonna blow people's minds when they see her. So with all that said, oh, I did actually finish it. Man, it was some other little edgy stuff that I was going to talk about, but man, this streaming once again got to what, an hour and 35 minutes. And I like to sort of end things here so people can digest the oh no. I almost left my stream. I didn't want to do that. Let me see. I want people to I hope I didn't mess up y'all connection there. I want people to be able to digest the live stream. But listen, let me see something right quick. Oh, oh no, I'm gonna have to talk about that another time. I guess I'll do that. Oh my God. This crap is something I will you know what? You know what? Nope, nope. I tell you what, maybe I come back tomorrow and talk about this stuff. Cause this is completely ridiculous. I got some stuff that been in the news, not in the big time news, but like on social media. I got a couple of stories that I could probably share, and we'll probably talk about tomorrow for Friday morning live stream. We'll probably do something like that. So, with all that said, man, I've had fun going over all these Real Doll bodies. Glad for you guys hanging in here with me. And once again, this is the type of fun that I have just in this lifestyle, in this dog game, just doing research, looking at body size and thinking about what type of doll I want. And hopefully you guys had a chance to have fun with me today and sort of imagine what type of doll you might get, what size you might get. And earlier, like I said, we had a good little football discussion talking about top 5 quarterbacks of all time. And I thought that was pretty fun. And like I said, I think right now for me, Mahomes probably did already take the 3 spot. I already did take the 3 spot and greatest NFL quarterbacks of all time. So that was a fun discussion. But hell, I had just as much fun talking about Real Doll and all their bodies, to be honest with you. And even with Austin Steele, because what I did love about Austin Steele, like I was telling him earlier, I didn't know if he was right about that because those bodies look totally different from the board tours I've seen. But I did say, I'm not going to say he's totally wrong. And as I got to talking to him and I decided to do a little research, I'm seeing what he's saying. I can't find all the paper trails, but what he's saying is sounding more right than wrong. It sounded more right that they sort of evolved into what they are from those board tour type bodies. And like I say, I don't give a damn at this point where they evolved from, but I'm happy they are here because those petite bodies are amazing for me, because that's the type of body I like. But keep in mind, guys, what if you were somebody out there that likes a 5'9" girl, 5'8" girl, 5'6"? What if you somebody that likes your girl to be a little heavy, 110 pounds, or you like some of the dimensions that I was talking about, but I was saying I didn't like them. Don't let me change your opinion. Like what you like. That's what this Real Dog game about. That's what this dog game is about. It's a beautiful thing when we all don't end up with the same type dogs because we all have different tastes. So stick with what you like. You can listen to what I like all day, but like what you like. We're not the same. It's going to be certain things you may not be attracted to that I am. But when you tune in, this is all about having fun and maybe hopefully sparking you to have ideas about the direction you might want to go in this dog game. But with all that said, it's been a fun time. Just wanted to check in with you guys. As you can see, I've been live stream heavy this week. Probably going to get back to some shorter videos next week. Probably some shorts and things of that nature. But right now, man, been having fun doing live streams. I always say I go with my spirit. I never know which exact show I'm going to do. I just like to go with my spirit. And today, And this whole week we've been on live stream talking RealDoll and talking sports and just having a good old grand time. But with all that said, we want to send God's blessings out over all of you that's watching, tuning in, whatever you're wishing for, hoping for, believing for, praying for. Health, finances, new relationships. We're praying you have it. We ask you believe it and receive it. Before we get out of here, we want to remind you, if you're ever looking for a companion dog, look in the description of my videos, look in the about section of my YouTube channel. You can even look in the bios on my social media where I got a link tree with all these links on them. And you can find the companion dog of your dreams. Got all brands, including RealDoll. I haven't mentioned this in a while, but if you're shopping on Amazon, I know it's easy just to use the apps that's on your phone, but hey, if you ever think about just supporting the show, hey man, you know what? I need to buy something from Amazon, but damn, Jay said I could help him by going through his link. Well, I do have an Amazon link, and you can click on that link and just buy whatever you're going to buy. But you know, it'll help the show by going through my link. Now, when you click on the link, if you click on that link in the description of my videos or on the about section of my YouTube, if you're using your phone, it's just going to go right through it's still going to connect through your app, and you're still going to be buying it like you always buy, but it's just going to connect through, my website. So if you're ever buying anything on Amazon, please consider using our link to do that. You can probably just copy and paste it and just put it in your phone and just click on it whenever you decide to buy something off Amazon. That'll help. And also, we do just have things we suggest on there. I have things for dolls that you might want to buy, as far as I got a doll rack on there that I bought on there. So I got little things like that. I got computer equipment, biking stuff. So I have things that I suggest, but you don't have to buy any of that. You can buy whatever you want to buy. So just wanted to drop you in, fill you in on that. And remember, you can always donate to the show, Cash App, PayPal, whenever you want to and those links are in the about section of my YouTube channel. So with all that said, me and the beautiful Mara Blade, who is looking thick as I don't know what, we're finna get ready to get the hell out of here. But let's see. Austin didn't say anything else. Oh, he didn't say anything else. Okay. So with all that said, it's been me, J-Dog King Hefner, and the beautiful Mara Blade. I guess we're finna get the hell up out of chill. Man, I was mad too today, man. What happened? Nina Infinity. I'm mad at you, Nina. You didn't do a live stream playing the game today. Get it together. Get your act together. But we out of here, y'all. God bless you. Yeah, man. Where's that ending at, Mara? Where's the end? Oh, there it is. Hey, man, I done got caught up into rubbing Mara Blade legs. Lord have mercy. Man, this girl is so thick. Either way, we out of here. Have a good one, y'all.